You are looking live. Welcome to Math Makes Money Trading Team. We are the team that trades with math, and we are making money, and we're having fun, and we want you to join our team. And that team is me and my best trader I've ever seen in my life, Nick Battista. He's joining us here today because he is a partner in crime on this one. Nick Battista, how are you doing today?
Good morning, sir. I wouldn't say this. There's not much crime here, okay? This is a family show. This is a lovable show. Good peeps. But yes, it's good. It's a good morning, Rob. I mean, we've been waiting for a little bit of a bounce here. You're getting it a little bit this morning. NASDAQ up about 200, or was up 200, up about 150 right now. Crazy Ivan's working. SPX has been choppy, but we're back in business, baby. I think today's going to be a good one.
What's a guy got to do to get a 500-point down day in the Qs?
They've been outlawed.
Begging you. I'm begging you. Give me 500 down.
Rob. I'm sorry.
Oh,
no
they
more.
just don't do it. They don't do it when you ask. I need to get in some Crazy Ivans. I think I'm using 2% of my buying power on Crazy Ivans. I'm supposed to use 10 to 20 in regular times, and then in hard times, I'll use 30%. But man, I want to sell some premium so bad. The ones I got are doing there she is up there selling premiums. Look how happy she is. She must have gotten on a down market. I just need a down market. Maria's doing great in her trades, and she's keeping the team alive. But I just don't have anything on right now. The ones I got on are doing great, but it is.
That's okay. That's all right.
Well, I want to get some on. Whenever you want, you tell us what's going on in the market, and then we'll go through my portfolio. Time check. It's only 9:17. We got plenty of time. I got some cool stuff to show you in the software sometime in the show, and we got a hard out at 10 o'clock because we got more people joining the club today. Ooh. And we need to, or the team, not the club, the team. I keep saying club. I think, you know what it is in Europe, because of soccer, or they call football, they got their clubs. Yeah. And we have teams. So Math Makes Money team. Math Makes Money team, Rob. Say it. MMM team.
We can use both.
We use both. Okay. You're nice to me.
Shout out to our friends in Texas here, as well as Grumpy Mike that saved Rob. You see, Rob's not, he doesn't know that I can see the chat too. So Grumpy Mike saved us a little bit on our little kerfuffle here. I mean, as Rob would say, it's only going to get better from here, right? This is the worst you're ever going to see it. It'll never be worse.
This will be the worst show we've ever done. I can assure you of that. And that is a very, very low bar to get under.
Yes, for sure. And welcome back to RJL, coming back from a Africa safari trip.
Ooh, I want to see photos. You know what I'm going to do in the future? Maria's getting these coffee cups that say Math Makes Money. We're going to give these away for contests. And Maria's going to have people send in photos all around the world, wherever they take this cup. And we are looking for African safaris, the wall of China.
So you're taking one out of the Tasty book. The thing is that
really? No one ever gave me swag but you. No one ever gave me swag.
I know, but that was we used to do that, send out swag and tell people to send us pictures back. You got to be prepared. Some things get a little crazy sometimes. I remember one guy got a Tasty tattoo, a cherry tattoo.
Say what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I am not getting a Math Makes Money tattoo. I can assure you of that. I can assure you that. What side of his face did he put it on?
No, it was on his arm.
Oh, on his arm. No, it was
on his arm.
Underarm I've never gotten a tattoo. I know a lot of my buddies. Chris Anderson, an NBA player, used to live with me.
Birdman.
Yeah. He had he lived with me for a year, and he had a lot of tattoos. And that's when I lived in Denver. The Denver Nuggets would come over to the house all the time, every day. And they all had tattoos. They loved tattoos. I didn't have any, but they loved them.
I don't see you as a tattoo guy, but I would actually think that you had like some sort of, secret tattoo that you did in some, precarious spot many, many years ago.
What the heck? How'd that get there?
Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah,
I do not. I am a tattoo virgin. That doesn't mean I won't get one. Maybe for my 100th birthday.
100. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I plan to live forever, and so far everything is going absolutely according to plan.
Yes. Perfect. Well, okay. So Rob, we'll get into the markets. E-minis up 26 right now, 27. We were as high as 77.04, so about 15 handles higher from here. It's been a nice little bid this morning in the market. You got the NASDAQ up 147, helping some of those crazy Ivans that you got. It was up about another 100 points from here. The Dow up 274 and the Russell up 19. A nice little bid here in the market. You got oil futures basically unchanged, down four pennies. So basically unchanged here. You've got volatility futures down 23, a little over 1% here. The VIX itself got into the 16 handle yesterday, but we've been talking a lot about, market down, market up, vol up. But volatility itself has stayed relatively range bound, and it's been very, very contained despite a lot of movement underneath the surface. When you look at some of the chip names, the Mag 7s, it's been very much a rotation type market, which, has seemed pretty bullish in my eyes here. The move in bonds has been where a lot of volatility has been centered. You have bonds at 109.08. They were in the 110 handle yesterday. They were in the 107 handle the day before. So we've had some huge volatility in the bond market. Gold and silver have quietly screamed higher. Gold is at 4,643, up $71 and change here, about 1.5%. You have silver up $1.50, approaching that 70 handle. And another crazy move is the move that we've seen in Bitcoin. I think it reached 80 in the overnight session, or just under 80. The Bitcoin futures here trading at 77 and change. The spot at 76.8. So you certainly have seen some volatility in this move in Bitcoin, which is usually a risk-on sentiment for me. I know that we've had some Trump tweets around the crypto space, so that might be kind of leading the charge here. But it is something, when I think of okay, what is the most risk-on asset that we have? And it's probably Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin screams higher, it tells you, okay, people are willing to put some risk on.
He had a bunch of people at the White House, because I saw Vlad over there from Hood, my pick of the year, which has not performed yet. Year's not over. Yeah, it's not over. I love that kid. And, I think that he's got a lot of great ideas. I know Tyler waited in line 3 years to get his Robinhood card. Wow. And he said it is spectacular with all the deals you get. He got, and then now they got some super duper one that's even better than what he got. Yeah. So on, some 3-year wait list for that. And then the gambling thing, which is it's predictive markets. And even Trump, I started the first online sports book in the United States, and they told me it was illegal. And now I hear the president talking about predictive markets. I'm like, really? That's predictive markets. And I'm going to go to the NASCAR race, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday.
Me too. I'm coming over.
I didn't know if you wanted to announce that.
I'm moving in.
For your security and safety. I didn't know if you announced your movements in advance, like the president. He doesn't always tell where he's going to go. But Nick Battista is coming to Daytona Beach shores, and
I want the red carpet out.
Can we talk about the big announcement about what you're going to be doing on Sunday, the day after the race?
I'm driving one of those NASCAR cars.
He is driving one of those NASCAR cars. You heard it correctly. Nick Battista in a NASCAR car, 180. That's 180 for those of you that went to a private school like me. 180 mph around the 2.5 mile track, 31 degrees. Now we're going to go before the race, Nick. We're going to go out there and get some pictures on the turn. And I will tell you right now, you will not be able to stand up on the turn. You will not.
Because it's just so slanted.
It's so steep. 31 degrees. Tony Hawk said it was almost impossible for him to skate down it. That's how bad it was. That he couldn't put his board down. But you have to go right around 90 or 100 miles an hour to keep the car from sliding down the hill. Wow. And you will be about 3 feet from the wall. That's the closest they let you get. During the race, you've never seen a NASCAR race. Is that fair?
I have been to one, actually. I went to a nationwide tour in Kansas City when I was in college.
Kansas City is not a real racetrack. It's barely a real state. But so I can't say that because I went to Iowa, which is right down at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Right. And God bless those people in Kansas. We love you, Kansas. We love you.
Yeah. So don't you throw shade on my Jayhawks.
No, they're great too. So, so at any rate, the thing about a NASCAR race is that when you're in the car, you say, well, yeah, I can see two, there's enough room here for two cars. And the guy driving the car, I did a ride around, and he said, oh, no, there's 4 cars here. I said, what do you mean 4 cars? He goes, 4 wide. I said, no. He goes, they would have to be, he said, yeah, 2 inches. 2 inches. And they're going 200 miles an hour, 2 inches away from the wall. And let me tell you, my friend, it's not just like sitting back in the Cadillac and it's nice and smooth. No, you're going like this. And you're like, how in the heck do they? And, they touch the other car. It's over. It's over. And you go around the turn. God rest his soul. Dale Earnhardt in heaven, greatest race car driver of all time, my opinion. Maybe Kyle Busch. Third turn, which you will go by 6 times, is where he passed away. That's right. Wow. Right there. So wow. It's going to be something. We're going to get some videos. We're going to get some photographs. We're going to get some content, and we are going to make fun of you endlessly. Suggest you bring some extra underwear.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
And that's our ad for Daytona 500 today for the Coke Zero. Boy, we got good seats too, right down on the finish line.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Back to the market.
Back to the market here. We got a market opening in 3 minutes or so. Looking at some of your positions, getting a little bit of a bounce here in the NASDAQ. That's helping some of those little crazy Ivans you got going. I mean, it's a good little day. Good start.
Yeah, let's do this. We always say we want to close these at 25%. So let's do it. Look at that default. You can set your default. This is a Tasty Trade platform that I use. I also use Schwab. I like them both. But you just go here and you see we're going to close this baby out for a profit of
$1,100.
That's not too bad. That's what we like. We like to get about $1,000 each.
Yeah.
So that one's going to go, and let's take another. Let's see what else we got here. This is a 4 lot, and it's down a little bit. That's okay. And I won't put another one on because I like to keep the dates separate. And so I know I got these are only 3 days old. Yeah, 11% in one day. I don't know what the math is on that. You smart kids.
You're way ahead of the curve.
Yeah, way ahead of the curve. I'm going to take all these off. This is so easy. You think crazy Ivans are so easy to do. I love them. Now, let's take a look. We started setting up some of these for people with a little less buying power, right? Okay, yeah. We set this. How do we get 2 of these? How do we do that?
I think we might have put on another one yesterday. We'll open up the activity on the right side there.
Really? We did. That was a boo-boo if that's the case.
And then we can, you might have to switch it to.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second.
There you go.
All right, so what did we do here? We went on an 818. Oh, and then
you added an.
I mean,
we did the same price, though. I mean, $5 different.
I insisted on getting a little more. Yep, that's what I did. Yep. Okay, that's fine. So, at any rate, let's go ahead and take these off the board at 25% profit. Yeah, I know it's only 10%, but you got to always be ready. And we're going to take the whole thing off, and that'll be a nice profit of $127. But remember, we're only using $2,600 in buying power. So $127, even if you lost some, so you only make $100 times 26, they come off every 13.9 days on average. So let's call it 15, make it conservative. That's 26 times a year. 26 times 100 is $2,600 on $2,600. Even I know that's 100%. I'll take 100%. Let's suppose you only do half as good. That's still 50% rate of return. Not too shabby.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. We got one more to go. What do we want to do? This one. This is only at 5%, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one if it comes up. And by the way, you notice what I did there. You probably didn't notice because I didn't mention it. But what I did there on these is when I go in and I make these orders good to cancel. Okay. Yeah. I'm down to sleep in the middle of the night, cha-ching, and you get a spike, cha-ching, and people say, well, you might miss out on a run. Yeah, I might. It's okay.
Oh!
I've done these enough to know that I'm willing to watch that on the spike. All right, you go ahead and take over. I'm gonna look at my watch list. I like to go the Tom Sosnoff way and see what's in red, and then I know what's on sale. Go.
Yeah, so we've got E-minis out of the gate here up here.
Do you want to put on? Yeah,
yes. We got E-minis out of the gate up 30 here. NASDAQ up 142. You got the Dow up 260. The Russell up 21 here. Bonds down 10. You got volatility futures 1750 here, down 30 cents. Oil basically unchanged. Gold and silver both continuing to march higher, and Bitcoin moving in a big way to the upside here. when we look at some of the biggest movers of the day here, I like to look at the market indices here. I like to go to the high option volume list. That's the first one that I look at. On the downside, some of the volatility products, you got BABA in there, you have CrowdStrike in there, Netflix, which has been relatively strong. On the upside here, we're looking at a lot of the Bitcoin related stocks. You have Hood up $5 and change. That's going to be, Maria's going to be happy about that one.
Yes.
Coinbase is up pretty significantly. iBit moving as well. You got MicroStrategy in there too. I mean, it's very much the Bitcoin space here on the upside. I do like to look at the S&P 100, which is the top 100 stocks in the world, just to see what's moving here. I shouldn't say the world, but top 100 in the U.S., a lot of them top in the world. You've got LRCX, which is one of the chip stocks. You have AVGO bouncing a little bit, Goldman Sachs in there, AMD and Tesla having strong opens here, Micron up 13. On the downside here, you got like John Deere, which was having a huge day yesterday, Netflix, Amazon, Apple as well on the downside. So again, looks like another kind of rotation here, just another kind of choppy rotation in the market, which I like.
Yeah, I know you like it. I like, me, I like a giant down day so I can sell more crazy Ivans.
Yes.
For my 0DTEs, it doesn't really matter. Phil's putting on 200 trades today. So he'll be putting on a $30,000 account, a $100,000 account, a $200,000 account, yes, and at 2.6 million in our larger account. He'll be putting on 2.6 million in buying power of trade. So today we will win or lose up between 56,000 up or 56,000 down. And that's where we are for every day this week.
And that's the name of the game. I mean,
that's the name of the game, right?
You can change that if you want to get smaller. You can make it bigger. I mean, that's just our metric, 2%.
Right. That's my personal metric. On our team, what I do each week is I give everybody, I give them 4,000 trades that they can look at. But for me, I show them there's more trades. I hope you got my screen up. But
I can put it on
if you want. And
yes,
what I do is I just tell people this is what I would put on with the 30,000. Actually, we go through more than just the ones I'm trading. I go, what do we go? 30, 50, 80, 100, 125, something like that. Whole bunch of lists. And then people can put on what they want. It's 5 clicks. We're going to try and get it down to 1, but right now it's 5 doinks. As Maria said, only 1 doink a day. She only wants to see 1 doink a day is what she wants. Yes. And when Maria wants 1 doink a day, that's what we try and give her.
That's what we give her.
But right now it's 5 doinks, and that's a lot of doinks. So, the idea is when you push the button, we call that a doink. So the idea is if you're on the team, you can go in there, you see what the bots are for this week, and you just go doink, and you can choose all mine. You can choose parts of mine. You can go and back test any of mine. You can change. A lot of people, what they do is they go in and change them. There's 1,200 features that can be changed per bot. And so, you don't have to do what I do. In fact, I encourage people to try something different. Because if I see, we all work.
Oh, and you got to build your own risk tolerance too.
Your own risk tolerance, your own portfolio.
There's no like one size fits all in trading.
That's correct. And what's great is within the team is invariably you will have some team members find improvements. Right? We are constantly improving our bots. Every single week, our bots get better because we've got a bigger and bigger and bigger group. And we always say we like to make the team like a roach motel. Members get in, but they never leave because they don't want to leave, right? They say, well, I can't do all this myself, so I'm better off by staying in the group. So and we give you all the software for free. I mean, it's all included. It's fun. It's not an ad for the team. It's fine. You don't have to do it. We'll show you how, you can see how the results and how we do it, but it's fun. It's fun. And if you're 0DTE curious, just to go to our website, mathmakesmoney.com, and you'll see all about it. And there's Maria, and she got her newsletter and stuff. And Maria loves a good bot.
Yeah. Oh,
Don't we all? Hey, we all do. We all do.
Yeah.
All right. So I got to update that. I think we're making about 110 grand a month now.
Yeah.
So that's
it's gotten bigger. Things have been compounding, which is good.
Or 100. I think we're at 1.4 million. And is it 11 months? So that's about a million. 130, but whatever. It's compounding. So it does. Yeah. That helps. Compounding is what's one of the great things about 0DTEs.
Yes.
So, all right. What do you want to go to next, Nick? You want to go to the platform and see how we're doing this morning?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just open that up. I mean, we don't typically trade all that much in the first handful of minutes here. We try to put on a couple just for the show, just to get something on so we could see some numbers moving, get that dopamine hit, you know?
So here's what, this is the buying power. I'm using about 5% of the buying power. This is which one is this? This is the SPX. And this is the profit way down here. You can't see it because we got $10 worth of profit. That's what we got on all our accounts. And we're going to be trading about, I guess we got 4.9 million in these accounts, but we're not trading at all. We're only trading 2.6 million in 0 DTEs today. If you want, Maria's favorite one is the VIX one day. We can add that in there. They built that just for Maria. This is our Math Makes Money version. By the way, you're not going to find this at home. So, and this is the good old VIX 15, and this is all in real time. As everyone knows, the average VIX is 15.87 right now. And you see it changing in real time there.
Yeah.
And so, look at that. We just made $25. How about that?
Ooh, beautiful. NASDAQ selling off a bit. You got NASDAQ only up 40 here. The E-minis up 20. Volatility futures still unchanged here. You got bonds down 10.
All right. Here is our chat room. Some people are saying, well, how's the chat room doing? We got all kinds of charts and stuff that we got all going on, blah, blah, blah. But this is kind of a fun one. And this is for the last month. All right. So the last month, the chat room's been suffering. We're down 500 on the put side, and we're down 768 on the call side. Chat room, we need you to pick up your game. You're down $1,200, and I think we're still positive since we've been doing it for about 120 days or something.
Yeah,
still positive. Gotta pick up the pace a little bit, and then let's see what else we got. Here we got. This is a bunch of multiple entry iron condors for, let's see the time period. This is for the last month. And this is just multiple entry iron condors, not any of the other types. We're putting on a bunch of other types of trades, but these are just those. And here we go. So here you can see that we've opened 485 of these. The way they count them different than other software that for each iron condor. So we're averaging about 30 of those a day, which if you're looking at put credit spread, call credit spreads, it's going to be 60 or so a day of those.
And it's different contracts sizes too. So there's not, it's not a one size fits all. We do different contracts, different widths, different premiums, different times of the day, etc. So it is very variable, and these change week to week. So this is not the same trades that we did, last week. It's always changing.
Always changing. And what's great here is like this last couple weeks, our winning percentage has been 50.52. And remember,
it's amazing that it came out like that, because you always talk about, my edge at the casino was a 0.5%.
0.5%, right there. And they asked me kindly, sometimes not so kindly, to stop playing. Yes. They didn't ask me to leave. They just said, stop playing. Stop playing. We don't want your business. So, and we're making about $111 per trade. Excuse me. The return per trade is $111. And on a quantity, it's about $52 because we run multiple quantities. So we've opened about $500,000 worth of premium, and what we've got, and we've made $54,000. So our rate of return on this has been 9.8% in 17, 18 days. It's not too shabby. And we paid, look at that. Look at those thieves. We had to pay $5,400 in commissions and fees.
Yeah, but it's all those numbers are right in line with what we talk about daily. I mean, the capture rate is between 6 and 10%. You're on the higher end of that, despite what has been a tough week this week so far.
I feel like we're down for the month. And then I look at this just on and we're up like 140, 130 grand for the month. But on just the multiple entry condors, we're up 60 grand.
Yeah.
The calls have been bailing us out. And then if you can also look at the time periods, and you can see how we've been winning or losing. And you'd say, well, the profits, the puts are always losing. Well, no, the puts are doing great at 11 a.m. They're doing
great. And that's
great
selection bias, Rob, because that's just this last 30 days. And again, you don't know, you don't.
What? Wait a minute. Here we go.
You can't know, or you don't know, you can't know, and you'll never know.
That's correct.
That's
There's three of them. You don't know, you can't know, and you will never, ever know exactly what's going to happen. And when you look at these numbers and you say, here's the problem right here is someone said, well, stop trading puts at 3 o'clock. I said, well, yeah, it's down 34,000 this week, but next week or next month, it might be up huge.
Yeah. You don't know.
Yeah. Look at you. You just don't know. Jim Moore would be so proud.
Yes.
Jim Moore would be so proud. And so, okay, now what are we doing? Now we're up $130. How about that? We made $100 just sitting here jabber jobbing.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it's great. And so what a month to date says 143. This year to date is wrong because I just started on Trade Steward with our software. So
yes.
And I was doing some testing, which was not, I made some boo-boos when it's not easy. There's 1,200 variables per bot. There's 4,000 bots. So it's a lot of variables and
it's new mistakes. And it's a new software. So it is.
Yeah. Don't try this at home. I encourage you, if you don't join our team, join somebody else's team because it's tricky business to do on your, and don't trade alone. I mean, don't trade alone. Trade with us.
To your point, and I'm going to be doing an interview here coming up. I don't know when it'll be out, but I think that's one of the key takeaways with this is not, this strategy and this sort of system, it needs to be incorporated into everybody's trading regime because it will be more prevalent in the future. There will be more, automated trading, bot trading. That stuff is here to stay, and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But really, the greatest thing about this and the thing that I'm so obsessed with is just the fact that you have no overnight risk, whether long or short. It means you're going to miss out on big upside profits or big downside profits, but you're taking a lot of the tail risk off the table just by allocating money to this strategy, because this strategy is done at the end of the day. It's cash, done. It's over. You don't have to think about it through the rest of the night, which I think is a huge positive.
It is for me. Yes. You can see we're way out of the expected move right now. It doesn't mean we're going to stay there. Yeah. But it's the only thing that we've had that's really holding us back right now is the put side after 3 o'clock. Only, by the way, if you ask me that, I don't watch it that closely. No, so I just let the bot do what it does. I watch,
but it's part of the whole package. You're not, when you're trading at the level that Rob is trading, or that that you can get to with $100,000 in buying power allocated to this. You're trading like a market maker. You are not. The individual trade does not matter. You do not look at your per trade metrics. You do not look at, each strategy independent of each other. It's all of them together as a basket. And throughout the day, you are constantly moving where your risk profile is to essentially get to this big, wide at the money butterfly that's like this. And your profit, or it's like this around where the market is trading, and you're scraping that 0.5%. That's what you're scraping. You're ending up with a win that is 0.5% better than 50-50. And when you do that 100 times, that number gets big.
That's exactly right. And for those of you that might be wondering, and this circles back to what Nick's saying, why do I always say that's a nice piece of cheese? Would you like to hear that story, Nick? Have I ever told you that story?
Of course. I have not. This story I don't know. I'm starting to hear. I start to, sometimes I wake up in a sweat. And
time check. You wake up in the middle of the night. Time check. Maria does that sometimes.
We were just talking about that the other day, of incorporating that into my daily routine. It's like time check. Oh, I got to get up. Yeah, I'm starting to get that. It's starting to be problematic, Rob.
I love it. Most important rule of life: always be on time. Always be on time. And it does do as I say, not as I do. I cannot tell you how much money I've made by always being on time. And if you cannot get the sale, if you cannot be first, be second, because first is going to make a boo-boo. And when they do, that guy or gal is going to be that freaking first. She's not treating me right, or he's not treating me right. Who is second? Oh yeah, Rob is. I'm not going to Rob. And like Rob's been there for years, because the backup quarterback never throws an interception. Right? It's as good as it gets. You're the backup quarterback in the NBA. You never throw an interception. John Elway, he lived 4 houses down from me. He taught me so much. He was hilarious. And on the other side of him was Mike Shanahan. And his son, Kyle walked that stupid dog Magic and pooped in my yard. That's a whole other story. So let me talk to you about cheese, right? All right. So my dad used to tell me, He said, I'm going to tell you a story about business. This is why I always say that's a nice piece of cheese. He said, Rob, in life is like the cheese we put on our spaghetti.
Okay.
Said, okay, Dad, you got my attention. I'm 6 years old. I'm listening.
I like spaghetti.
I'm sure you do. And it's just too easy to make a joke about that.
Yes.
I'm not going to do it. He said, and that cheese, that Parmesan cheese is going across our head all day long, all day. Big chunks of cheese, money everywhere, gigantic pieces of money, wherever you go, millions and millions of dollars. Our job is take our little cheese grater, go up there and just scrape a little bit off, a little piece of cheese. Don't want to take much. Nobody notices you taking just a little piece.
Yeah.
Just a little piece. Leave all the big pieces for other people. They can go fight about it. Nobody's going to fight over your. So
your little
I imagine cheese going over, and I got a cheese grater. I can't tell you how many times I woke up in the middle of the night, and my dream was, if I have a dream, it's me scraping cheese off the ceiling as
Rob,
it goes by.
You know how amazing things are. This circles back to you being sprinkle curious.
I am sprinkle curious. Yes.
You've been thinking about the sprinkling of
rainbow
cheese.
Sprinkle curious.
Rainbow sprinkle curious is sort of like an analogy here. It's sort of in the same realm.
It's the same realm, but that's why I say nice piece of cheese and not a nice piece of sprinkles.
Yes.
Because Maria's a big sprinkles person. I am not when it comes to ice cream cones. I was sprinkle curious. My curiosity was satisfied, and it's not for me. You know, that happens.
That's okay.
That's what happened. Oh, there we go. Look at that's what's for me right there. You see,
you like that cha-ching.
I like. Where is that coming from? It's coming from over here. Is where it's chinging, and that is right. I ought to show you guys my spread sometime. I got monitors everywhere and lights and everything, and I don't pay attention to any.
Yeah,
so we'll wonder why I'm doing this and this. It's not because I'm trying to show you my profile or because I'm ignoring Nick. I'm actually looking at information being displayed to me.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, trading show. Let's trade. What else we got?
So you
time check 9:47. My bad. Go.
You're good. You got NASDAQ only up 10 now. A little bit of a sell-off here.
Only up 10. I need I'm looking for. I am looking for down 300 or 400 like we had the other day.
Yeah.
Why did I not buy more? Why did I not buy more? But we're okay.
Sell more.
Buy, sell. You know what I mean? Why did I not open? Open, close. That's easier for me. Open,
there
close.
You go. Why didn't I open more?
It's all backwards. If you guys are having problems with that, don't worry about it. I do it all the time.
It is a very common thing.
And the great news is, if I wasn't enough that I had my family members chirping at me all the time making it, now I got Nick Battista in my ear twice a day saying,
I'm a little, I'm
you said it wrong again.
I'm nice about it though. I just kind of correct it and move on. We're trying to keep it, professional here.
Yes. Oh, this just in, my sources in Brooklyn, AKA Maria. Those are my secret sources. I have some people have secret sources in Taiwan. I have our Chinese secret sources. I have secret sources from Brooklyn, and they tell me that Maria will be on the show tonight at 3:15.
Oh, beautiful.
She's going to be talking crazy Ivans, and look at it, right on schedule. Boom, there she is. And she will, I don't know if we ask her, she'll talk about her bot Vera. She's on 3.0. I think she's building 4.0. Yeah. She has really become quite a coder, not knowing any code, but knowing AI, using AI. And it is phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal. And it has really, although she was a great trader before, she makes a lot more money now because of Vera.
Yeah.
And she relies on me a lot less. It used to be I get questions. Now I'm just getting the finger and I'm talking to Vera. I walk in her office.
Yeah. I'm talking to Vera. You go away.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. She'll let me stay. See the finger up there? Right on cue. That's what I get. You married guys know what I'm talking about. It's great. That means she's paying attention to me at least. So, okay. I spent a lot of time.
Death Sneeze asking about the mute. He's trying to build an AI robot to mute you sometimes and unmute me. It's hard. It's tough. It's a full-time job to keep him on track, but he's good. He's getting better.
Maria will be here this afternoon, and I assure you, she gets immense pleasure out of muting me. Immense. And that's not just on the show. Around here we call that a Tuesday. So she will be here at 3:15, and she is looking forward to that.
Yes. All right, so NASDAQ up 35. I will acknowledge Robert correctly. down 200 points from the highs of the session today. A little bit of a pullback here,
really?
choppy option expiration. So anything is on the table today. You're going to see some whippiness. You're going to see some big moves in individual names because there's all sorts of rebalancing and positioning that has to come off the table and roll into the next expiration. Option expiration days get goofy sometimes. So don't freak out.
Yeah, I'm looking at, like I say, look at this.
Your hood is up $12.
Woo! What'd I tell you? Huh? I called it on January 1st. I've just been waiting for this day. Finally.
It took a little while, but you're good now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they were at the White House, and who knows what was said, but whatever it was. And then he went on TV, and I saw Trump talking. I just hit the unmute, and I heard predictive markets. Like, I turned it off. I said, I could have been somebody. I could have owned the online gambling business market, but
damn.
Nope.
That is more than just a cheese grater. That's the whole
a big piece of cheese. Yeah, that's you're picking out the color of your jet and whatnot.
Yes.
So,
yes.
All right, but that's fine. You know what? I'm perfectly happy. I got nothing to complain about. God knows that. I mean, it's crazy. So, all right, very good. So let's talk about. Can I get back to my quick? I'm going to quickly go through my PowerPoint just because I like to show people that we show a good, bad, or ugly. You get all this on mathmakesmoney.com, but you can see we're almost up to 43,000 trades now. This is since October 1st, and this is the SPX and the Crazy Ivan. It just keeps on paying, and I'll go through this quickly because you've all seen these before. I think a lot of you have. These are the last 7 days, and I would tell you that we've been getting hammered the last 7 days. I would tell
you that's what it felt like.
It felt
NASDAQ
like
just ticked red, Rob.
Whoa! Oh, that's awesson. That is awesome.
Not exactly the 500 points you're looking for, but it is red.
It is red. Well, you know what? This is last 7 days. So it's a reading test, as my instructor used to tell me when I was getting my real estate license as a broker.
Yes.
You gotta be a reader to understand the exam. And so we did get some updates last week. This week it has been more down than up, but still, it's. There it is. Well, there it is. We're down 22,000 for the week. I would have told you we're down 100. So
it has certainly felt like that, and I think that's also short-term memory, right? Because and with losing days, the losing days are always more in your mind than the winning days. Always,
and it's it's error of recency.
Yes,
I've talked about it before, and it's the gambler's conundrum, which is it's. By the way, if you look at your P&L, you will always be depressed.
Always,
no matter how good it is.
The profits are never big enough. The loss is never small enough. Always
Correct.
And forever. It's one of the things. It's one of the reasons why we didn't hyper focus on day-to-day P&L, because it's going to change. And day-to-day P&L, when you have a lot of stuff that's winning that you're taking off the table, your P&L moving forward is probably going to be losing because it's stuff that is losing trades that are still left in your portfolio. So you gotta chill on the P&L metrics.
When I look at Tyler and Maria's portfolios, I'll go. First of all, I'm amazed at all the stuff they're trading. I never heard of half of them. But when I go and look at it, I like to see all red. And Tyler and Maria, you say, why do you like to see red? I said, because I like to see that you close the greens.
Yeah,
that's what I don't know about you guys, but I like to close them when they're green, not when they're red. If you wait long enough, they're going to get green.
Yeah.
But the question is, how green do you need them? The answer to me is 25%. That's it. And if I can do that in 15 days or 30 days or 6 months, I'll take 25%. Heck, I'd take 25% for the year. I wouldn't be thrilled. My target's 42, but still, I would be happy with it.
42, of course.
Of course it is. Of course you snuck that in there. So here's the monthly. You can see again, it's nice, steady. It's great. And just a quick recap. So we're making this is Crazy Ivan Phil's together. This is Phil's on his own. This is Crazy Ivan on his own. And the Crazy Ivans just keep ringing the bell. And this is where the most important thing here is the newsletter. Get the newsletter. I guarantee you're going to enjoy it.
Yes.
And we are going to start having contests where you can win stuff like this. And that is the answers to those are going to be right. This is mathmakesmoney.com. And you go down here and you go to the newsletter. You got to sign up for the newsletter. But even if you haven't, it's free. It's still free. Wow.
Yeah.
You sure it is free?
That's a lot of value there.
It's a lot of value.
I will say that.
And look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. It's like, what? And I was saying it was a nothing burger, right? You got to go. I can't tell you. There's that secret in here, and she gives her trades out. And what else? What else we got in here? Moderna. She's talking about a trade she's going to put on a Moderna. You got to go. And these things are Maria's bottom line, which are pretty. Actually, they're quite in depth. CrowdStrike. She got another one. Oh my gosh! Did you see the one yesterday? I don't want to preview it, but this thing is. Did you see the one yesterday? The brown ones are the tidbits. Nick, yesterday about how hedge funds started. See, this is what we're going to have is trivia question. Who read the newsletter yesterday can tell me how did hedge funds start? I'm going to take this off so that people don't cheat and see. If you can do it one of two ways. You can look at the newsletter that came out yesterday, or you can go to mathmakesmoney.com and click on the newsletter. How did hedge funds first start? How did the first hedge fund start? It is an extremely interesting story. Bonus points. How did the ticker start? Remember are you familiar with the ticker?
I know the ticker was
Are you ready to? If you're wrong,
you tell us.
I'm not going to say. I want to see it in here. Magazine article. There it is. Look at Sam. Ding, ding, ding. That's right. A guy wrote a magazine article about the markets, and he decided, he said, wow, this, people were like, oh, how do I do it? Can you do it for me? And he started the hedge fund, right? And he made $1 gazillion on that, $1 gazillion. And now Paul, you probably don't know this guy, but a guy named Paul used to go, and now you know the rest of the story. Years and years ago on radio, which was the thing we used to have before iPods. And he said, now you know the rest of the story. And he said, the funny thing was not funny, but he invented hedge funds. He became a multi-gazillionaire, and he lost all of his money in a market crash because he did not hedge his bets.
Ooh,
how about that? And
now you know
why. Paul Harvey, good day. That is true. You know what? I'm going to do that offline today. Paul Harvey. And at the end of the line, he goes, I'm Paul Harvey. Good day. But he would always say, and now you know the rest of the story. But we do that for every one of my stories. We'll be here forever.
Oh, we would have to have a 8-hour show.
That's right. Soul Train just got the letter. That's it. Let's go, Soul Train. You are on the money train now. Woo, woo. You know it's coming. You know this is coming. You can't stop the money train. Did you know that, Nick? It's one of my favorite
It's
movies.
Always moving.
Money train. And you cannot stop the money train. I only wish there was some way that you could say, well, wait a minute. Is there a money train coming down the tracks? Holy moly, guac.
Oh, no. Is that a money train I hear?
I think that's a money train. I wish I could. I don't know how to make that louder. There's a way to do that. Oh, here it is. Hold on a second.
Oh my God. It sounds good. No? I can hear it. We hear it. Yeah.
No, here it is. No, here it is.
Oh, that's louder now.
How about that? That's
the money train. Speaking of, you got a couple bucks here on the start of the day.
I do? Oh, good. Let's see how we're doing.
Yeah.
515. Wait a second. 515. Well, we've got a little bit of a heartbeat right now in our trading.
Okay, we have to. I don't know how comfortable I feel with Rob having the keys to this sort of thing, because this, it's a sprinkle. It's you got to have just like a little bit. We'll go back to the sprinkles. You can't have too much. Okay, you can't have too much.
Yeah. First of all, that is untrue. Look at my life. You never have too much. Too much is not even in my vocabulary. Too much. It is too much. But you know what happens when you don't put on one of Nick's hedges? I'll tell you what happens. Don't laugh. Maria says, don't laugh. You'll just encourage him.
I know. It's hard not to. Oh my God.
I crack myself up. I always tell you, Tyler, every time we go to a restaurant, did it last night, he pulls me over in the car, stares me straight in the eye, and he says, Rob, look at me. Just don't. That's
after about 2 months, Rob, I finally understand Tyler. I understand Tyler completely. And so every time you say like, oh, Tyler says this, and I'm like, I understand, brother. I hear you.
If you guys aren't having fun trading, you are on the wrong channel, because you're on the right channel, because we have a blast trading. We have a blast. This is so much fun. I love it. If you don't trust yourself trading, you stick with us. It's going to be fun. We're going to put you in control. We're going to make it so you're not forcing trades. We're going to hedge these trades. We're going to make it safe. We're going to make it small, right? We're really going to keep the losses small, which means the gains are going to be small too, 2% plus or minus daily. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna try and get you up to that 30-40% range if we can. We can't do it for everybody. And we, this just in from my Brooklyn sources. She says it's time for Simon Says.
It's tea time.
Simon Says. Simon is my very bitter attorney, much like my iced tea that's got lemon and apple cider vinegar in it. I've been drinking for many years, over 60 years, and it is delicious. But Simon is bitter like the iced tea, and Simon Says, always tell people this is not financial advice. It is for information purposes only. It is education only. It's entertainment only, education only. Not financial advice. You can and will lose all your money if you follow me or anyone else on the internet for that matter. Do your own due diligence. Join a team where you can learn how to do it yourself. That's by far the best way to do it. I cannot stress that enough.
Yes. And having said that, I will steal that from you.
Yes.
I will address too, you have to be careful, because you said anywhere on the internet. So you have to be careful in general. There's a lot of imitation, scammers, bots, all this stuff. So please, especially with me, I know Rob has some of those as well. We will not contact you or solicit you asked for. We will not be reaching out directly. So, you got to come to us first. And that's the way we do things.
Our Discord is all free. It's got over 1,000 traders. It's a community of like-minded traders. But on there are a lot of scammers who pretend to be Rob and Maria. And, our handle there is DAB options. No period, no semicolons. They take the O's and make them into zeros. They do two S's. Last night it was two P's. They do everything they can to fake. We will never ask for money. The only way you can join the Math Makes Money trading team is to go to the Math Makes Money website or Maria's newsletter and sign up there. And even then, we won't let you in unless you schedule a Zoom call with me and Nick, and we interview you for 15 minutes. About 50% of the people, we did 3 interviews yesterday, and I think only one person qualified.
Yes.
So we don't let just everybody in. I'll tell you that right now.
Yes.
And hedge funds, quit applying. You're not getting in.
It's only our hedge fund, Rob.
It's only our hedge fund. I mean, what I love is I know I'm not with a hedge fund. I say, well, I can see your emails from a hedge fund. So, I mean, you're with a hedge fund. I get it. It's okay. But, come on, be honest. So,
very good.
Excuse me. All right. That's all I got for today. We're up $507. I don't know if you guys can see that. And what's kind of fun sometimes is to take a look at some of this. Let's just look at the $30,000 account and see how that's doing.
Yeah.
So that one's up. It's up $110.
That's great.
Yeah. And you can search it by, the bot or just your total profit. Like Maria doesn't run any bots for, she uses AI, but not for bot trade. She doesn't bot trade. Yeah. Tyler bot trades and manual trades. I manual trade the Crazy Ivans, but almost half my income is from bots and half is from the Crazy Ivans.
Yeah. So a little bit of both. You got to have both.
A little bit of both. We are going to see, are we back? Are we out of here, Nick?
We're good. We're good. We're going to take a quick little break, and we'll see everybody at the end of the day today with our special guest, Maria.
Maria's going to be here 3:15. Say goodbye, Maria. Goodbye, Maria.
Goodbye, Maria.